This week on Supercars Talk, there's a pretty new Mustang and we look at the 2023 calendar. The big news this week, the 650 Mustang that we've all been eagerly waiting for was finally released. Some computer-generated images were released. Great to see that the Supercar Gen 3 version was released with the NASCAR and the GT4 car and whatever else in the promo shots. But that does show that Ford is taking it seriously and that all of those kind of race cars, the renderings, I suppose, were released together. It's definitely got a more aggressive look than the Gen 3 550 Mustang that's currently been running around. But I'm not sure if it's just a familiarity thing where I prefer the old one, or yeah, it's just going to take a bit of getting used to. But currently I'm not, I could take either one. I think they both look pretty cool. But yeah, down in the comments, let me know which one you prefer. The other big story this week is that Will Brown's car that was badly damaged in that incident with Mark Winterbottom at Pukekohe will be repaired in time for Bathurst. So the Wildcard will be a full-on, genuine Erebus one. There won't be any flaky Walkinshaw cars out there. I wonder if that was a dig at the Charter Wildcard. Yeah, but it'll be all steam ahead. We'll get to see Murphy and Stanaway in that Erebus Boost Wildcard at Bathurst, which is very exciting. With potentially only one more seat vacant for next year, there was a little bit of chatter during the week coming from Chris Pither, of all people, that he is still hopeful of having a seat for next year. Yeah, well, there's only one seat. Tickford does need some funding. It's not sure whether the Coke money kind of goes with him or whether that will be hanging around at Premier Racing next year without him. But yeah, that one seat that is available is the one now at MSR. They have mentioned that they would like to decide on their driver lineup for next year before Bathurst. Time's running out, fellas. It is just around the corner. But they're the only ones with the seat available. You've got, a few guys, I suppose, auditioning for the role at Bathurst. You've got like Fraser, Cameron Hill, Jaden Ojeda all running there at Bathurst. You can take your time making a decision, decide who's got the biggest budget, the best fit for the team, things like that. Yeah, I'm not sure why they'd kind of be rushing into something like that unless they've already got someone in mind and they're, just timing the announcement for before Bathurst to get a few column inches around then. The last little thing I want to cover off this week is talk of the 2023 calendar. They're chattering there might only be 12 rounds next year, which is the bare minimum to get by on the television schedule and whatnot. I can understand with things like that during the pandemic times, but now do we really? Okay, Gen 3 will be new, but I thought the whole idea of Gen 3 was that it was going to be cheaper to race so we could have more races. Anyway, when we look through the list, the rounds that are in so far, Newcastle, Albert Park, Hidden Valley, Townsville, Sandown, Bathurst, Surfers Paradise and Adelaide. That does not leave much room for the other tracks. So on the possible list, the thing of this list, some of these guys are definitely going to miss out. Symmons Plains, Winton, Phillip Island, The Bend, Wanneroo, Eastern Creek, Queensland Raceway and Hampton Downs. It's quite looking like New Zealand, you're going to miss out. Phillip Island, you've got no chance of coming back on. I mean, Symmons and Wanneroo are definitely ones we want to see. Winton's always there. Eastern Creek, Queensland Raceway, are they going to get a call up next year? It's really hard when you've got so few rounds that in the game of musical chairs, someone's going to miss out. It's probably made it a little bit easier for some of the decisions with Pukekohe going and Sandown on its last legs. But then if Sandown is in there next year, then it will be one that will have to be backfilled at some point. I want to see more racing, not less. That's my problem with that. But out of that list, let me know which rounds you'd like to keep. As I said, I think Symmons and Wanneroo are definitely ones that needs to be kept. Then all of the states have representation. other than New Zealand. They need to be in there. I think Hampton Downs needs to be in there. There needs to be some New Zealand representation in there as well. So yeah, who missed out? Winton, Phillip Island, Eastern Creek, Queensland Raceway. There's not many slots to fill on there. So yeah, down in the comments, let me know what you think. But that's it for this week. And until next time, I'm still Dave, and I'll catch you later.